Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and set up the Dyson Swarm. I'm kind of hoping that this thing is able to take the power lead on all of our stuff here, at least hopefully. I went ahead and set up a couple of custom orbits here, so we're going to do 2 through 5. So that one is like that one's like that one's horizontally, and this one's vertical. All combined, they kind of look like a nucleus thingy spinning around, kind of, I think. We're not going to bother with the one we did last episode. All of those sails we sent out, I think it was 400 that we sent out, they've all despawned because we have we ran out of time. I think it was like 19 something last episode. We're going to research these things. Let's go ahead and start those. Boop and a boop. Can I target you, please? Thank you. And target that one too. We can't do this one because we need the green stuff, and we can't exactly make the green cubes right now because of our item shortage. We don't have enough stuff to make those things. We're really struggling on making one of the products, which is these guys here, the quantum chips. We're having a real issue making the processors, and we're kind of running into that issue with these things as well. Not so much with these things because we just need titanium and water for those. But we're having a real water issue right now because those 3 pumps we have set up are not enough to power everything, basically. And our power system is covering a lot of the planet now because I kind of didn't get around to laying down any reactors and stuff. So we're just running off of wind power and a little bit of solar, and that's kind of causing issues because we need to constantly be putting down solar panels and stuff, or wind turbines and stuff, to keep things kind of working somewhat. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to plop down 2 of these guys. That's all we have currently. We don't have the engines to... is it going to matter that they're facing the wrong way? No, right? They have like gyros. They can turn themselves around. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to feed them these things. We need to pick our solar sails out of this thing. We're kind of making these relatively easy. We have the graphene, and which one is it? This one. We have the graphene, which isn't too bad to be making. We're good on that, and we're making these things. These will run out eventually because they need circuits, and the circuit boards are iron and copper, and the processing line we have currently up right now is not keeping up with it at all. So we can do that. That's going to power those guys. We need to pick the... Why are you not closing? We need that thing, and we need that thing. Those 2 are going to be selected onto those. And we can go ahead and request these. That's going to start bringing the panels over, or the solar sails. And then if we go into our solar view, we can zoom all the way out, head on over to our star, and we can go ahead and see them coming in pretty much just like we did last episode, right? Except now we're going to try and keep this orbit of solar sails going constantly, because I think we'll get a decent amount of power out of this. I don't know if there's a limit to how much power can come off of one ring, or if we need more of the receivers. I'm waiting for some dots to be coming, but they're not coming yet. But yeah, we're going to try and make this our main power source, right? And hopefully it's enough to power our factories here, especially as I try and expand the furnaces and stuff, because I need steel to build the foundations to finish off this planet. And the foundations are like one every couple minutes here. It's really, really slow. We really need to just rearrange the factory. If that's something you guys want to see, let me know, and I can try and make a time lapse of it for Thursday's episode, because today is Monday, and yeah, we'll try and make that work. Why are they not? Oh, you know what, dummy. That's why they're not shooting. We need to select it on the filters here. Also, I forgot the towers here kind of seem to be a splitter itself. I've put items in and split them evenly. So as long as you're having an influx of items coming in, it seems to just auto split the items coming in and out, or coming out of it at least. So we can kind of eliminate the need for splitters coming out of these towers at least. So there we go. There's the beginning of our solar swarm of going. Should be going like north to south somewhat. It might be a little wonky because of the orbits around, so it might not look like it, but it should engulf the entire thing. If we look at it from our planet here, we should be able to just barely see all the little dots way off in the distance beginning the orbit around it. But yeah, we're gonna send a bunch of these up. Let's plop our thingamabobber. That's not it. This thingy. Plop that here. That's going to receive the power from this thing. And apparently the max output is 5.4 megawatts. Or no, actually it's climbing up. So I don't know what the max limit of this is, but if it's not as much as we get from having a ring of this stuff going around the star, then we're definitely going to need more of these. But again, we can't build anymore because we have a real issue right now. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and rearrange some of the furnaces, some of the towers as well, to try and maximize our smelting abilities here. And hopefully we can see how much this is going to actually generate for us here in a second. Okay, so actually there is a limit to this thing. Apparently it's only 12.5 megawatts. So we definitely need more of these down to completely utilize our swarm right now. If we take a look at this thing, right, we hide all orbits so we can just see that one circling around it. We currently have 810 sails in orbit, and we're producing 28.3 megawatts. Okay, and that's still climbing because we're still sending stuff over. We need to disable this because we don't want it doing this anymore. Stop sending stuff over. Let us also disable these things so they're not spitting out the sails anymore. We'll let it use up whatever's left on these belts. I'm not too worried about them. They're not super pricey, so it's not like we're losing a ton of material. It's just that we're losing a ton of power. So if we're only taking in 12.5 and we should be making almost 30 million watts right now, or 30 megawatts, it's a little iffy. And again, we still can't make these things. So let's go ahead and take a look at our setup over here. When I said we were almost out of iron, I meant it. That little thing over by the tower is one of our last couple nodes. So we have that one with one node left, or two nodes left, whatever it was right there, being harvested. This is a little iron node here that only has 36,000 iron left. And then this is the final iron node on this planet. 250,000 iron worth, and then we're completely out, and we have to start trucking it in from probably the furthest planet right now because we already have some of these orbital senders on it. We have one of the orbital sender things on it, and we have a power system. So we're probably going to go that route first and then worry about the planet next to us. All right, so taking a look around our base here, right? I'm going to leave the furnaces alone for right now because I need to tear out that whole section of furnaces and then all of the assemblers that are making all the circuits and stuff, all the conveyor belts and stuff. That's going to take forever right now. I currently don't have any more planet-to-planet towers, right? So I have a couple that have openings. So this one has an opening, so we're going to set this one to import. It's going to import the iron ore from the planet we're going to go to right now. I believe it's been a minute now, but I think there are only 10 ships that you can put in it. And I put them over here because I have them being automated. Here we go. These guys, 16 of them. So we need some in this. This is where we just put it, right? Yes. So let's plop those guys in here. What is it? It holds 10. Okay. Not the worst, I guess. And then another one over here had a space as well. It's just a matter of finding the one that had a space. That's not a planet-to-planet one. Where's it at? This one? Yeah, this one. Okay, so this one's also going to bring in iron. For for right now, yeah, right? Hold on. Let me see. For right now, actually, no. We'll just do copper. We'll have this one bringing in copper. The other one's bringing in iron. That way, when we run out of copper on this planet, this one can kind of close the gap there and keep things going. Okay, so we have those two going. We're gonna plug these things into the orbital tower that's on the other planet. I'm gonna grab my stuff here because we need a whole ton of conveyor belts and drones. So let's grab some drones. We're gonna have. We already have 50 in the tower there, so we just need 2 stacks, or a stack. So we need 50-50, that's fine. Let's take a couple stacks of this stuff. This should be more than enough for us. We need some armage. Actually, do we need arms? No, because we're just going to have mines going. Okay, so we'll have that. That's going to be fine. We should have the drones. We're going to probably need more power towers, so we need to grab those. And if I could remember where I have those exactly, that's another reason why I want to rearrange this whole thing. It's really not making any sense where things are. Like, I think they're over here. Yeah, we have power towers over here. We have, I think, turbines right there. Solar's over there. I don't know. I would like to kind of squeeze these better together. I'm kind of just plopping them down as we have the stuff to do it, so that we can just have the stuff going and being automated. Do we need anything else? I don't think so. But you know what I'm going to do, because power is a little iffy on that planet right now. We're going to go ahead and take a ton of wind turbines with us. Is wind good on that planet? I do not remember. We don't have any other things to take with us to bring the power from that thing, so we're not going to bother with that right now. 40 and 51. Not great. I don't think we have a ton of solar to bring with us. What is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Let's just do this. Have 15 with us. Put this one away if I can open up the chest. There we go. So we have 15 stacks. I don't know if that's going to be enough to do a whole lap or not, but if it is, cool. And we do have a ton of solar, so let's take 2 rows of this stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. Again, I don't remember how much it takes to go around the whole planet, but we're gonna have to do a couple layers here just to have the power hopefully meeting the requirements we need. And I think the rest of that's fine, right? We're gonna grab our mines now. And I think that's all we need, and then we can jump on over there. I'm not going to waste a warp core on it. It's not that far to warrant wasting one on it. We are running these things as our power source, and these things are pretty good. I filled this thing up, I want to say like hours ago, and it's still chugging. I haven't had a refill yet. Let's see. We need mines. Do we have mines? We do, and that's all we need from you. So cool. Let me go ahead and hop on over to that planet real quick. All right, so we got the power down. So let's go ahead and plop down our mines and our towers here. So we're gonna also probably tap into the silicone here, just so when the one up there dries out, the one that's going directly into the tower, it can just start pulling from this thing over here as well. Let's try and get as many of these down as we can, so we can have as much iron going into the system in one go here. Something like that should work. That'll work. Let's see. Get that one there. Can we get one more in here? We can't unless we start messing with the rotation of it. So we're gonna prioritize iron, and anything else that we have left over, we might start connecting into these other veins. We'll just have the tower close by to this thing, so as we run out of silicone on the other vein, we can just drag stuff over, you know? That'll work. That'll work as well. So yeah, we're gonna plug these ones in, and then we're going to plop the tower down here. That should work. And then we will have these ones feeding into that. The drones can go into here for now. We're going to have iron. We're going to have silicone. Are there any other ore veins here? We have stone. We have titanium over there. For right now, it'll just be... I guess we can drag the coal one over too. Or the copper one. That's kind of important as well, as we're running low on that. Let's get this one plopped in there. Plopped in there. That'll work. Let me drag it over here too and get this one. Alright, so that's all conveyored in. All we gotta do is plug it into our power grid here, and that should connect both sides. Nope. Let's try that one. And then that one. That's gonna plug everything in. That should start dragging stuff in. It is. And let's go ahead and max out the charging power, max out the loads. What are we producing? 150 megawatts. Okay, cool. So we have all the stuff we brought down. We have a couple more wind turbines, and I think a couple more solar panels. No, we put all the solar panels down. But yeah, we only need what was it? 5 stacks and 11 for wind turbines, and then the 20 stacks of solars we brought was only barely enough to do one layer or one row of and then I filled in the center here a little bit. We had some already there, and then I just filled in a bit more. So this should have drones. This should have ships. Let's go ahead and set iron as a thing, copper as a thing. Let's set this as local demand, right? And that way it's going to start dragging the stuff over. Why do we not have copper going in? We should have copper going into the machine. No copper on the line. Somehow I missed one little bit of conveyor there. There we go. So that's going to fill in. That's going to go into here now. Dump this here. That should be good. Cool. So now we have iron going to our orbital thing. That thing is going to start sending copper, or iron and copper, to our planet. We can go ahead and plug in this one as well, since it's so close to the tower. We might as well. That way we don't have to come back here for a little while until we start running into issues again with our iron production. Get this one, do that. Let me go ahead and plug this stuff in, and we should be good to go here. All right, so we should start to see a bit of a backlog building up on our planet. We're currently apparently producing 2,500 iron ore, and we're only consuming about 1,100 to 1,200 iron ore. So we should start to see a backlog, which is good, and then we can kind of start adjusting the furnaces and stuff to start better processing through. But yeah, we're good here. We have 1,500 going out. We have the ships working. We have what do we have? We have the 10 here. We have the 10 from the other planet, and then we have 6 that are coming from the other tower, taking the copper from this thing as well. So I kind of wish you could put more of these transfer things, but I guess all we can do is really just like split it into different towers and have more ships taking stuff back and forth. And I guess upgrade these things a bit more to carry more stuff on them. Okay, so before we actually head back, I went ahead and connected in 2 more veins, and we set up another tower. So we should be really good for quite some time and not have to come back here. Let's go toggle that off. Local planet, we're producing 3,300 iron ore a minute, or every 10 minutes. I'm not exactly sure what this thing is toggling. 4,200 apparently a minute. So we are 4,200. So yeah, we should be good for a little while here. Copper, we might have to come back and set up properly because we didn't really do any of that. We just did one vein of it, but we should be good for a little while. Yeah, we're exporting 2,800 of it. So when we go back to the other planet, we should be kind of creating a backlog, hopefully. So yeah, we are indeed having a backlog of iron ore, which is pretty good right now. That's going to last us for a little while, hopefully, even with that planetary input from the other one. We only have 235,000 left on this planet, so I think this node up here is dry. It is. That's completely gone. So all we have left are these 2 over here. And this one's just about gone. It has 22,000, or is that 12,000? 32,000, not either of those two numbers I even said. And then we just got this chunk left. And then we are dry on this planet. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do all this iron and all that stuff off camera. And I guess if you guys want it, again, if you guys want it as a time-lapse, let me know. I will record all the footage regardless. And then I'll either make a time-lapse out of it in next episode, or I'll completely just scrap the footage and it don't matter to me. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. But for right now, I don't know how long today's episode is. I don't have any of the stuff to do anything else right now. We are completely just drawn out and not really having anything to go for right now. We need these things to be running full-time. We have these guys, but we can't launch these guys because we need these things, and we can't make those because the little titanium cube things are holed up right now, as well as these things. So yeah, I need to really rearrange this factory real quick, get everything running as efficiently as I can make it, and hopefully we can actually begin the process of making the Dyson sphere next episode. Or actually, no, we're not going to be able to do that next episode because we need the green stuff. So at least we'll be able to research the Dyson sphere stuff next episode. And depending on how quickly our stuff is making stuff, we might actually begin... we might actually begin the production and manufacturing of the Dyson sphere itself. And hopefully that thing is enough power to properly power our whole factory here. And then we can really start just expanding across our galaxy here and setting up multiples of these and just having just an absurd amount of power and research stuff and things like that kicking in. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. It might be a short one, my apologies. But yeah, if you guys, again, for the third time this episode, my bad. If you guys want to see that as a time-lapse, just go ahead and let me know, and then I can go ahead and put that into the next episode. But if not, then I'll see you next episode, where we will hopefully begin the process of building the Dyson sphere itself. I was kind of hoping that today was going to be the swarm day, right? And it was going to be able to like power our base and kind of hold us over until we start getting into the Dyson sphere. But it has a limit, and if we could automate this section of the game just a bit, where we could limit the amount of sales going up to the amount of power we're actually able to consume from it, so we're not wasting sales, then I would. But we can't seem to do that, and I don't really want to be wasting all those sales. I think we had, I forget what we had when we started. I think 800 in the air, and they were making like 20 or 30 megawatts, and we weren't getting all that. So I don't want to be wasting the sales. So yeah, next episode, hopefully we can begin the process of manufacturing the sphere itself, and then getting our power situation finally squared away in a way that is kind of cool looking, at least. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.